When it comes to Super C RVs, there's only one name, Thor Motor Coach, the superest of all the Super Cs. This is the all-new 2023 Inception 38FX. When we first introduced this line of Super Cs, we talked to the man behind the design, Adam Gudger. Back once again. It is good to see you. I can't wait to have you show us this. I love what you have done with this entire Super C lineup because it blows my mind.
Thanks, Steve.
So walk us through, this is your baby. I'm going to let you take over and talk about at least the outside, then we'll go inside. And we're doing it that way, folks, only because it's been really dicey out here at our open house, and we want to get the outside in before it starts pouring on us again, so our gear doesn't get ruined and Tom gets electrocuted. That would really ruin the day. So take us through, start us, I mean, from massive storage to awnings to, this is yours, Adam.
Yeah, well, you know, Steve, this is actually the first floor plan I got a chance to work on with our design group, and so exceptional floor plan. I mean, it's just roomy. You know, we got 3 slides now, which we've never offered 3 slides on this product. And you know, with the other 2 floor plans, you know, we enhanced what was already out in the market, but this is totally different. And so just a lot of room. Obviously, you know, full length. It's 39 feet 10 inches long, but you wouldn't believe how much it feels like inside. I mean, it feels like a 45-footer. But yeah, you know, building on the S2RV chassis first and foremost. That has really been a game changer for us. We just got back from Hershey, sold 7 of this product there, so that was exceptional. And you know, really what people were talking about is just the ride, man. I mean, this, you know, with the air ride rear suspension, the air seats up front, you know, the heft of it. I mean, this coach has a 32,700 pound GVWR, but we just got the engineering back, and we can advertise now a 46,000 pound gross combined weight rating. So this coach has a true 15,000 pound towability on it, which is amazing.
Which is great for people who go to the racetrack or tow cars, or people who are involved in equestrian activities. They can tow that horse trailer and not have to worry about it. Plus, there are other safety features you're talking about. Let's head in. It's starting to rain. I was hoping we could beat it.
Darn it.
But that's all right. We got massive storage bays.
We do Atlas Foundation, so we're able to really leverage that to be able to get a lot of pass-through storage space inside. Obviously, the exterior TV is awesome. But yeah, no, inside is really what really shows you what this is. And you know, first, like I said, walking in, I mean, it's very unusual to be able to find in this length opposing seating. So you can see we have the theater seats here across from a sofa, nice big booth dinette, lots of seat belts. So, you know, for family traveling, you know, we have all the safety available there. You can stop this, you know, getting back to the chassis. You know, this has air brakes all the way around. This has an exhaust brake like you have on a regular traditional Class A diesel. And we even put automatic traction control on as a feature, which is not available in our competitors. So, you know, if you ever get into that, you know, a little bit out of bounds type situation, you don't have to worry about getting stuck. And bigger tires, we put 295 tires on. Again, competition's 275. So all really, really good stuff. But honestly, Steve, the thing I love the most about this coach is it doesn't feel like a C inside, because when you look up front here and you see this sky bunk, I mean, it just really opens up the space, and we got this awesome window up front that you can close off, and I mean, you can fit 2 full-grown adults up top
with an
here.
800-pound capacity up there. That's awesome. You have the cup holders up there as well. I like the blue mood lighting that you've incorporated.
You like that?
The roller shades, the privacy curtain. It's all there. It's its own, whoever you're traveling with, it's its own getaway.
It is. And, you know, when you're looking at the inside, too, you know, we have 2 different cabinet options. This has my personal favorite. This is the shell gray, and we complement it with a really nice, you know, darker accent leather. And then you also have a darker cabinet that's available with the lighter leather. So, you know, you can kind of pick whichever your preference is. And, you know, really it brightens up this coach, though, with this particular look. And, I mean, look at this galley too, man. I mean,
this is
every
massive.
time I look at it, I can't believe they were able to pull this off through the engineering group. But, you know, it's got a huge residential style galley, nice big, you know, window over the sink.
Solid surface, too.
All solid surface. You know, the fireplace, which it's been so cold out here, it's been really nice to be able to do this, but with the TV and a fireplace. And then you also have a TV across from the theater seats that's on a televator, so you can put that out of the way when you want to, you know, bring people in and watch TV at the center part of the coach.
And the one thing that I love about this, and because you have that 15,000-pound hitch out back, if you're going to a race or you're going to equestrian, whatever it is, and you're involved in those activities and you're off grid and you're just sitting in between matches or events because you have Winegard on top.
Yeah,
you turn this into a hotspot and you're watching game highlights, or the kids are playing a video game, they're streaming something, whatever it is, you can do this in here because this is just an unbelievably comfortable home. And from an off-grid standpoint, this Inception can more than certainly handle a few days away from shore power in sewer hookups.
It sure can. It sure can. And then flooring-wise, that was another big change we made right out of the chute, but we got rid of the rollout vinyl and went with true luxury vinyl tile. And this is actually 4 millimeter thick, and it's all done in plank, so it's a much more durable, just a higher quality product, and it's just easy to maintain, manage, and use. So that was a real positive change. We also upgraded, I think, the air conditioners since the last time we talked. We went to 15 BTU air conditioners and put a heat pump on as well.
I was just going to say, because we walked in here, I think the heat pump was on. It is cold.
We've been noticing out here at the show, because the diesels, my diesels, they have the heat pumps on board, and so down to 43 degrees, you don't need a furnace.
We're right there today.
We're good, man. Everybody's hanging out, but yeah, it's worked out really good, and so yeah, and then as you make your way back, some other really positive things. We really like the fact that you have an induction and the LP stovetop, so you have the versatility there. And then lots of drawers, and one thing that's also nice is they're the soft close drawers now. We just added that recently. It was something we've been trying to do for a few years, and just implemented that in the product as well. And obviously, I always got to call out Marine because with the backsplashes and all the materials.
She's so humble. I was talking to her yesterday. So Tom and I are sitting over in one of your palazzos, and we say, you killed it this year. You crushed it.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, she's very humble.
Come on.
Yeah, we've been working together for 11 years, and I think she just gets better job every year along the way. So it's been great. With the Firefly system, you have all the same functionality as what you have in the Class A diesels, and we did add another element to this because this has a 100-watt solar panel on board.
Oh, yeah.
And you can actually manage the controller through this screen. It used to be I'd actually go down to the physical controller, so now you can actually do all of those functions right through here. And if you want to add extra panels, we have the backer up there to do it.
And how much solar comes on this?
This is a 100-watt standard.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then also you have 4 6-volt house batteries, and then 2 12-volt chassis batteries on board as well. So we did up the capacity of house power. So it all works well together. 1800-watt inverter as well.
And I like that we upgraded our controller to the Eclipse. So now you log into here and you sign up. So anywhere in U.S., Canada, or Mexico, every feature, which is so cool. So when you jet off, when you have your Inception park somewhere, and one of your friends jets you off to a tropical island, you think, oh, it's going to get cold. I can turn on the heat from wherever you happen to be. You can do that, and you need to hook me up with your friends that have these private jets.
I will. I don't
take them on private jets.
I wish. And so large refrigerator too, and then one of the things that's really nice is having this nice pull-out bottom freezer on board as well. But a nice big residential refrigerator on the unit.
And the bath is fantastic.
Bath
I like
is great.
It's midship.
Yep, see if we can sneak by here for Tom so we can get in there. But it is a one-piece molded fiberglass shower, which is obviously a huge advantage. Nice large sink in the bathroom as well, which I know sometimes when you're trying to figure out how you can make all the space work, the engineers did a great job of providing something that is very functional for our customers.
What else? Because especially at a show like today, you get all kinds of products out there. Let's talk about some of the other features and things that you have put into the Thor Motor Coach Super Cs that really puts them a tier above other Super Cs out there.
Well, I think first and foremost it starts with interior. I mean, and like I said, I can't take the credit for it, but I think just overall in terms of aesthetics, I think we just have the best looking interior that's out there, and we've been hearing it from guys that already carry the other competitive brands. And then content's a big thing. Again, when you rattle off the fact you got 3.5-inch wider tires, you got automatic traction control, you got air ride seats, because with this chassis you actually have an air suspension in the back, but it's leaf spring in the front. So how nice is it to have those air seats to be able to keep you nice and comfortable as you're traveling? That's a big deal. The Skybunk innovation, just amazing, because just the extra real estate you have inside the coach. you know, those are the types of things that are really like automatic traction control. I mean, why not put that on the unit? It's not that expensive, but you know, fortunately right now we're the only ones doing it, so it's a huge reason to want to purchase.
And this is what a 6.7?
It is, yeah. So it's a 6.7 liter, 360 horse. It's got the 3000 MH Allison series, so that means it's got 800 pound-feet of torque.
And I will tell you what, for a motorhome of this size, and I've driven these, I've put miles on it. You wouldn't think that this thing would get up and scoot, but it does. Well, it moves. Well, powerful.
This unit, Steve, it only weighs physically like just a touch over 24,000 pounds. And so with that kind of power at 24,000 pounds, it's amazing. That's also why you can feel confident putting 15,000 pounds behind. And probably the other reason why, you know, everybody else is saying we can pull 12 because they're afraid of it. But we actually did the real world testing, and we feel confident at 46,000 pounds on our gross combined weight rating, which is a huge deal. Lengthen the king beds too. I know there's some taller people out there, but we have the tilt-a-view mechanism, which nobody else is doing, so you can sit up in bed. But another just small ingredient that is never really talked about is the fact this is a full-length king bed. So this is 80 inches long. You'll find with a lot of the other companies, they only run a 75 inch. And that 5 inches for a taller person, it makes a huge, and then, you know, stack washer dryer availability, these louver doors, that's all plumbed for it. So whether you want it to be a wardrobe or you want to put the appliance in, you can. And then another thing, we actually, one of the nice things about working on the Class A diesels is we can kind of share some of the elements over. I mentioned the floor plan was kind of a spin-off on our 37.4, but another thing we do in the diesels that we've always loved is the fact that we have extra storage behind the TV. So, you know, this nice large cavity here that otherwise would be occupied by just putting a TV up front. And we have, you know, you need all the storage you can get in these things, man.
You most certainly do.
Yeah, so, and then there's a closet down here as well. And
I like what we did with the ladders this year, how instead of the big solid ladders and, okay, where am I going to put this, just how easy this collapses. So for that overhead bunk.
We learned this from the B-Van division. Yeah. You know, it made sense because, right, you have less room. And so one of the nice things about Thor, I think, too, is the fact that, you know, because we build everything from the smallest B-Van all the way up to the largest Class A diesel, we can take little elements of our entire lineup to make everything better.
Right, well, and I think that's one of the things, too, that really helps in our entire lineup because we make a lot of products. But you're out there talking to, you know, the product managers from the Class Bs. You're talking to the van division. You're talking to the Class As, and they're coming in and pulling ideas from diesels. And it's really a giant team effort from the sales managers to the PD guys and girls that really make all of our products just hum.
It does. It works out really well that way. Yeah, and I guess that's probably why we have over 30% of the market in motorized, right?
Yeah, it's truly incredible to see all this stuff. It's one of the things I love about coming out to the show because I get to see all the new things. I spend, you know, a couple of days just helping the team set up, and you know, we get these parked. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get in here and see these, and it's a great floor plan.
Thank you, sir.
And up front, I like that what we did here with adding the radio, that you have the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto, so you can find. It's one of the things, too, when you get a vehicle and this is the navigation that you get and you have to use it, and if you don't like it, you're stuck with that. But with CarPlay and Apple Android, boy, that made a couple of people in the tech, there's no such thing. CarPlay and Android Auto, you can find the RV-specific navigation system that you like. And so you're not just stuck with one. You can find the one that you're dialed into and load it up on that screen and know, okay, I can get wherever I want to go safe and sound.
It's a really comfortable cabin. You know, one of the things I think, too, that I think people are recognizing is, you know, looking at a Super C instead of a Class A. You know, one of the things we've learned from customers is that being a little bit lower to the ground, you know, there's a comfort level there. But then one of the things that Freightliner's done a really good job with in comparison to some of the other Super Cs that are on the market is the visibility. The way that cap, you know, the front end is designed with the windshield and where you're sitting with the adjustability of these seats, there's a ton more visible, you know, space to be able to see on the road, and that also adds to the comfort. So that, and then, you know, there's more egress with the cab. I mean, this is just a tried and true design. I mean, this is basically the M2 chassis. They label it S2RV because this one's built in Gaffney, but it's the same product. And it just, it's been out there, it's tested in the marketplace, and it's just an unbelievable ride. So I really just encourage people to get out here and drive these things. 55-degree cramp angle, which you're not going to get on the Ford product. So there's some big advantages, you know, in terms of just how nimble this coach is when you're getting it around.
And that's what I sat down here just to share the egress, because on a lot of coaches, some other Super Cs you get into, you have to squeeze down or get out and go around, especially if you're taller. You're just right up, and then you're into your living space. So if you're out in inclement weather, you know, you're on a ski trip and you're like, you know what, I don't want to go out, it's freezing right now. You're in and out right here, and you don't have to leave the comforts of your home.
Yep, and then the doors themselves, what I'm referring to with the passenger and driver's door, how much they open and how easy it is, and the built-in steps and the whole thing. So it really makes a huge difference.
Yep, and now we have 3 floor plans in the Inception lineup.
We do. Yep. So we have a bunk model called the 38BX. We have the bath and a half, which is our 38MX, and then this new one, which is the 38FX. And Steve, I don't know if you've done this or not when you've driven, but the other thing I really want to make sure you do is pull that air horn, baby.
Oh, I love this.
That thing is
this is my favorite thing.
Yeah. So
I know. Now I just
let people know, man.
It's just me. Just us. Yeah, I love that. Let everybody know that you're coming. Yeah, this is truly a work of art. I love these Super Cs. They're fantastic, and you make this so easy to explain. It saves me from memorizing a bunch of facts and figures. I just go to the man who puts it all together, who knows his stuff off the back. So thank you very much, Adam. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you.
And we are going to be out here a couple more hours today. We're going to be out here tomorrow. Keep it here on all your favorite social media channels, because you never know what new floor plan we are going to bring you next. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you real soon.
If you would like to see sales prices from the only full-line and fully authorized Thor Motor Coach dealership in the world, visit Motorhome Specialist at MHSRV.com or call 800-335-6054. Motorhome Specialist is the #1 volume-selling motorhome dealership in the world, with over $165 million in inventory to choose from, all at one central location, making it easy to fly in from anywhere in the country and then drive your new dream motor coach home. You will also enjoy the premier delivery process that can only be found at MHSRV. From the extensive pre-check and make-ready process to the only dealership performed and fully automated rain booth test in the industry, you'll see a world of difference at Motorhome Specialist. These additional detail and inspection processes are just a few of the countless steps taken here at Motorhome Specialist to help ensure that you not only receive a better selection and price, but also the unparalleled quality and service that you deserve to go along with it. So get busy living in an all-new Thor Motor Coach from Motorhome Specialist today. Why pay more? Why settle for less?